Hello everyone, I hope you all had a happy holiday and wishing you a happy new year. I got a lot of stuff to show. I got actually about 5 videos I need to upload. I just have not forgot about them, or they slip my mind when I think about uploading them. So I figured I'd go ahead and get this one out of the way. It's kind of not what I got during Christmas, because I don't get Christmas presents. I buy whatever I want throughout the year. But it's kind of what has accumulated since my last recording, which has probably been around the Halloween time. Like I said, I have a lot of videos to upload. I just haven't uploaded them for some reason. So I just wanted to get this out of the way so I can get the stuff put away. And so this is about 3 months worth of pickups here. So first one here is what was left out of a PS3 lot that I picked up. But it was the only one I didn't have is The Walking Dead, the Telltale series. I actually have this game twice, 2 other versions of it, variants. I got the collector's edition and the game of the year, but I didn't have the original one. And I went online and went ahead and bought the rest of the Maddens I needed. So, because they're actually kind of hard to find. And they're a little pricey, but I wanted to get them out of the way. I picked up Madden 25, the Anniversary Edition. And these are all just variants on the original edition. Madden 15, the Ultimate Edition. And Madden 16, the Deluxe Edition. This one was the most expensive one. So now I got all the Maddens, every single Madden. All the variants, everything. So, good to go. Don't need another Madden. These I picked up a local market book place find. I picked these 2 up. They wanted $10 a piece for these PS3 games, which is pretty pricey. But there was 2 in there that was worth it. And one is MLB 16 The Show. And yeah, this one still goes for almost 20 bucks because it's the last baseball game released. And then a copy of Madden 17, which I picked up a new copy a couple of months ago, probably about 3 or 4 videos back. So I went ahead and flipped the new copy because I don't have any use for a new copy. So I sold that for 25 bucks. So it basically paid for these 2 games. So I basically got in the long MLB The Show 16 for free. Picked this up off of eBay. Off of Amazon. eBay was this game was going for a ridiculous price. I found a cheap copy on Amazon. This game was going for over 20 bucks, but I picked it up as an Atlas title. I think I got it for like $11 with shipping, and that's the Cursed Crusade. I haven't heard much about that. There's the infamous Atlas. Haven't heard much about this game. So if anyone knows anything about it, let me know. Kind of looks like maybe a hack and slash type game, which is not my favorite genre. So, but we're getting to those obscure ones I need for the system. We're finishing up the filler and looking for the obscure ones. Usually I go online to the marketplace or whatever, and when someone has a lot of games, I have every single one. So it's getting harder and harder. This one I picked up on eBay just on a whim. It came in a generic case, but I have replacement cases back there. But for $5, that included shipping. I picked up Ferrari Challenge. Oh gosh, my eyes are getting bad the older I get. Trofan Pirelli. I thought maybe it was sponsored by them, but I don't know what that means. Don't know much about this game. There's 2 Ferrari games. I need the other one. I forget what that's called, but I just went ahead and picked that up. This one I sent a best offer. This keeps going up in price by a lot. It seems like every few months it's rising by $5 or $6. So I finally went ahead and got a copy for. Why don't you go lay down, dog, instead of pitter pattering all over? I went ahead and picked it up for $46, and that includes shipping. The Arlen Atelier Trilogy. These are the RPGs by NIS on the system. This is all 3 of them. I have only one of them. I haven't played any of this series. These guys are going to be a pain in the butt because they all release collector's editions and everything with their games. So, and if I think I want a collector's edition, these are going to be the ones I'm going to get. But now I can start the series and play it. I might do that after I finish the role-playing game I'm playing right now. Let's move on. Went to Disc Replay, Mega Replay or whatever. Just went through and was trying to get some filler stuff, but they actually had some stuff that wasn't too bad priced. Everything was $3.99 or except for this one. I went ahead and picked this up. The Tomb Raider. I don't really know what edition this is. It doesn't quite look like a full collector's edition, but I think it was the collector's edition, but only part of it. It comes with a, you know, the game. And this comes with a cool comic book here. I think the collector's edition had some more stuff to go with it. So if anyone knows anything about this edition, let me know. It doesn't show up on my tracking app. So I don't know if it's just a part of the collector's edition. But they sold it for $7.99. I thought it was kind of cool, so I went ahead and picked it up. The rest of these games are $3.99. Copy of Sacred Age, Fallen Angel Sacred 2. And this one's complete, in nice condition. There's 2 Sacred games on there. I had them once, and then I sold them when I had my store, and then now they're getting kind of hard to find again. The Adventures of Tintin goes off the movie, which I actually liked that movie. That was a pretty good movie. Copy of Top Spin 3. There's a Top Spin 4. That one's kind of hard to find. Copy of EA Sports MMA. So now I think I got all the MMA games, UFC's, Supremacy, MMA. And this last one I've actually bought, I believe, twice on eBay. And one, it just never showed up. He said he shipped it, and it just never showed up. And the other one, when I bought it, it sold for real cheap. I think I was the only one that bid on it. And all of a sudden, the game came up missing, and the guy said, sorry, I couldn't find a game when someone stole the game or whatever. It's like, okay, you didn't get what you wanted, so you canceled the order. Whatever. Don't do an auction then. I don't do auctions. But it's a copy of an NIS title called Last Rebellion. And I haven't heard it. I mean, the game looks cool. But if it's like, I haven't heard anything about it. So if anyone knows anything about Last Rebellion, let me know. These 3 I purchased from my friend Josh off of YouTube here, Creep Leap. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. It's Creep1337. I will try to put a link in his description. I always forget to. So don't hate me. Just go check it out. Check his channel out. It's way better than mine. But he had these 3 games, and I sent me a picture and said, do you need these? And I was like, yeah, I actually need all 3. So he said, shoot me, which I hate this, Josh, by the way. So if you watch this, I hate this. Shoot me a price. So I try to shoot him a price that's fair. I don't know if it's fair. He lives in Canada, so the shipping is, I always feel bad. I don't want to, you know, screw my friends. And I don't want them to feel like I'm taking advantage of them. But I shot him what I thought was a reasonable price. And he said, that's fine. And we split shipping. And anyway, it was a good price, in my opinion. And these are all complete. This is one I'm surprised I didn't have. And that's Resonance of Fate, the Sega title. Looks like the same, well, it is the same people that make Valkyria Chronicles. But I don't know, I don't think it's quite the same game, but it looks like the same art style. So anyone played Resonance of Fate, let me know. The last one I needed in the series is Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault. And I believe there's a compilation. Maybe there's not. Maybe that's the Jak and Daxter I'm thinking about. But I think I might be done with this series unless there's a compilation, and I'll have to get that. And I don't know if this one came with a manual. Maybe, maybe not. And then one that I had him, he found one a couple years ago when this game was commanding quite a bit. It has since lowered in price a little bit, but it's still hard to find. And that's Yakuza 3. And I don't know if this is because the PS4s are going to be coming out with a compilation or what, but it has dropped from $40. Well, no, that was more than that. It's going from like 70 to 80, and it has dropped down in price to like around 20 to 25. But this one's in great condition. So, I know he probably traded something, but I appreciate the deal, bud. I look forward to I might play a Yakuza game coming up. The last games here are PS4 games. These are all ones I just picked up recently. I had a GameFly account. I went ahead and canceled it because I wasn't getting around to playing the games, and I pretty much bought everything I wanted. But the one last thing I did purchase from them is I got this disc in, and then I got the went ahead and purchased it when I closed my account, and that's Dying Light. I heard this game's fun. I think the price point has dropped as low as it's going to do, and it's only going to go up from here. So I know Chad Bailey and Steve Barr played this together online. If anyone wants to play this online, let me know. That could be fun. Might enjoy that. I picked this up and new. It was it was also Amazon as well. It was like $10 shipped, and that's King's Quest, the complete collection, loose disc. I don't know what they've done with these PS4 cases. They make Blu-rays now, so they think that these can't get damaged. But almost every single time you buy one anymore offline, it comes in loose like this. It really bugs the crap out of me. I know almost all the time they work, but it's still just the PS1, PS2 days, the Xbox 360 days. When that happened, that was a tragedy. So I don't know if they think this are indestructible now, because almost every single one you buy comes that way. The only Kickstarter I have ever funded, the Shenmue 3, I paid the full $60, and the day of launch, Best Buy had it as a deal for $35. But I picked up a copy of the Shenmue 3, and it came, I think the only thing we got was a slipcover, so it's a very expensive $25 slipcover because I was a backer. Wish I would have backed the Toe Jam and Earl. I didn't know about it. Luckily, Limited Run released it, which I still have to play, by the way. But I probably won't be much of a Kickstarter anymore, because if that's the way they treat their customers, I mean, it's not their fault. They got what they needed. But the whole PC fiasco where it only goes through Epic Games or something like that, and everyone that has Steam is real miffed. I don't know why you can't use both. Don't know much about PC. My son just got a gaming laptop, and I realize it's a pain in the butt to play these older games on these newer systems. So, but welcome to the life of the gaming PC. I'll stick to consoles. Thank you very much. This I picked up. It was a few bucks off eBay. $8. MXGP2. Don't know anything about these games. Sometimes these games can be fun. This is about $5 or $6 less than everybody else. So I went ahead and, I don't know, sometimes I'm just on there scrolling, or I'll watch a YouTube video and someone's talking about a game and it just sparks an interest, and I just go look. And this one I picked up. It's new. It's not as common on the PS4. This game is going to be super hard to find, I believe, because it didn't sell well. So I went ahead and picked it up. It cost me $9.99 with free shipping. eBay didn't even have any copies for sale. No, they did. They had one new copy, and it was over $40. You can find this game. The PAL region is easier to find it, but this one's going to be hard to find. And it's Raid World War II. So if you find a copy, pick it up. It's kind of for the makers of Payday. But I believe, I did look it up, you can play it just by yourself with AI people. So yeah, if it seems to be more common on the 360 or the Xbox One, but I have a feeling that game is going to be very hard to find. So if you're going for a complete PS4 collection, or to get a lot of them, I would go ahead and try to grab that one before it becomes impossible. 2 Black Friday sales, or Cyber Monday, actually. I picked these up together in my group, Nerdtopia. Chad Bailey was at home or was at work or whatever, but he was able to shoot out these deals, and I asked him if there's any strategy deals, because sometimes Amazon's Cyber Monday can be confusing. And he started shooting me a couple. I went ahead and picked these 2 up because they were a good price. Surviving Mars, that was $15.99. By the same people that made the Paradox Interactive, same people that make Stellaris and stuff. So it's right up my alley, strategy game. This is going to be one that's hard to find in the future, I guarantee it. But yeah, that's probably going to be about as low as you can find the game for. It was about 15 bucks. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Also picked up a copy of Riot Civil Unrest. I heard this game is not really a games, more like a political statement. But for 10 bucks, again, I didn't sell well, so this one's going to be hard to find. So I'm trying to get those out of the way, trying to predict the next wave of hard to find games. Speaking of which, this one was actually going for a lot more. I got, how did I get this one? Oh, some guy, I was selling the Portuguese or Portugal version, or was it Portuguese? One of those, either Brazil or Portugal edition for cheap. So this guy thought that's what it went for. So he had it marked down for like $20 less than what it goes for. It was one of the first games that came out on the PS4 first year, and it's going to be hard to find because it already is, and it usually sells for $40 to $50 now, which has dropped in price a little because it was going for closer to 80, 70 or 80. But that's Rory McIlroy PGA Golf. The game's all right, not bad. And let's see, I want to see if I have this one up here. There's one game I forgot to show. Oh. I think my son has it in his room. Anyway, it's a strategy game I picked up. Transport America. That game's going to be hard to find. All those transport, these simulation games coming to the PS4 at the end of its life. They're going to be hard to find. There's a lot of versions for the PAL. Apparently Europe likes their simulation games more than we do. But maybe since I'm quarter Spanish, maybe I'm European at heart, because those are my favorite games. So Transport America, the game looks interesting. My son's played it a lot. I haven't. The last thing, I got a tip from my friend Bublin, who said his family video had this game for sale. It was 30 bucks, still pricey. I actually went to mine, and called them, and they had it. Actually drove up to them, and they had it. And then I called all the others in my area, and no one else had it. So my local family video, they didn't have a price on it, but I asked them if they could sell it, and they said they could. It was still 30 bucks. And that's a copy of Godzilla on the PS4. This was one of the games that I don't know if it came with a manual or not, but if it didn't, it doesn't matter. This game goes for over 100 bucks now. Got very bad reviews, but then also has a cult following to it as well. So, long video. That is all. I have one more video coming for the end of the year, and that's my Game of the Years. All the games I played this year. I will put them in order from which I liked least to most, and we'll do that like we did last year. There's 31 games. A lot of them were on compilation disc or compilation or digital games, so I don't have some of the physical media, but I'll do my best to rank them. And thank you all for watching. Have a great time.